During his time on the range, Gollings began experimenting with simple sketches and crude drawings. According to Gollings, it was about this time Frederick Remington was illustrating for Harper's Magazine.
I was much taken with his work and was sure to see all that was published.
In 1902, a drought hit the Sheridan area, and by 1903, a grasshopper infestation led to a drastic change in prospects for bronc-busters. In the spring of 1903, Gollings sent off to Montgomery Ward and Company for some oil colors and other artistic equipment in an attempt to try his hand at real painting. Gollings' brother DeWitt brought several of Bill's finished works to W.E. Freeman's furniture store in Sheridan. The paintings were placed in the front window. Within a short time, Gollings received a letter and a check for $50 with the advice to send more paintings. Gollings said he felt bewildered.
I hated to quit the wagon in order to paint and leave my string of horses for someone else to ride. I felt an injustice being done me from some source, but it seemed above all that I should do it.
By April of 1904, the Sheridan Post announced the sale of 3 paintings for the sum of $300.
My picture money and my wages had been spent for a new horse, equipment, and a haircut.
In 1905, DeWitt sent several of Bill's paintings to a friend in Chicago who passed them along to the editor of the Chicago-based fine arts journal, Marion White. In a 1906 article, White commented that, "It is doubtful if Mr. Gollings himself realizes how good his work is."
I have much to learn,
Gollings modestly says, when one is commenting favorably in his hearing.
But I understand the life on the horse ranch and know the horse well. Therefore, it is easier for me to paint them.
Due in part to White's encouraging words and DeWitt's offer to stake him in his pursuit of formal training, Bill caught passage on a stock train to Chicago for enrollment in the Chicago Academy of Fine Arts. Soon, Gollings had won a scholarship in composition, a feat to which he felt was too good to be true. During this period, Gollings continued to work periodically as a cowboy to balance both worlds, drifting in and out of the town of Sheridan from 1903 to 1908.
When I got fired for handling a bucking horse too rough, I went back to painting for the winter, sold my outfit, and resolved never to ride again. Once in a while, I sold a picture.
In February of 1909, Gollings built a studio located behind his house at 847 South Sheridan Avenue. According to Gollings,
I built a shack and called it a studio. The skylight in the roof gave me the right to call it such.
This is where he continued to work over the next 2 decades. Despite Gollings becoming a full-time painter around 1908, his paintings included plenty of reminders of Gollings' days with the FUF and other outfits. According to friend and fellow artist Hans Kleiber, many people never realized that some of the men and the horses they rode in Gollings' art were likenesses of real people and real mounts, not just stock characters or any old animals. As Gollings' talent expanded, so did his opportunities and recognition from Sheridan to Chicago and on to New York. On more than one occasion, Gollings was mistaken for the premier artist of the day. Said one critic in New York City as he studied a Gollings piece, "Hello, Remington?" was the regular bawl. Closer inspection resulted in bewilderment. No, not Remington, but the action of the horses, the glare of the alkali. Say, as the name of the artist was deciphered on a picture corner, who the dickens is Gollings? Gollings continued to gain fame as a Western artist. By 1917, Gollings' work was commissioned for placement at the Wyoming State Capitol. 2 Gollings oils hang in each chamber of the Capitol. In the Senate chamber, works include Smoke Signal and Wagon Box Fight. The House chamber includes Overland Stage and Emigrants on the Platte. In a little over a decade, Gollings had gone from a struggling cowpuncher dabbling in art to a full-time artist. But as Gollings lamented in 1923,
"Work for the rest of my life is ahead of me, with only one thing that would ever take me from it. To be younger and have the country open and unsettled as it was when I first made riding my profession."